Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger and welcome to my first ever video HD remaster. Because this is a video I've already made in the past, but Capcom striked the video down. And then hours later after striking the video, they decided to put out the footage themselves anyways. If you would like some more details, check the pinned comment below, I'll go into it. But otherwise, here is a full match breakdown of new footage of Marissa versus Manon in Street Fighter 6. I have re-edited the video with the new higher quality footage, just for your visual benefit. And otherwise, make sure to like and subscribe and all that. And let's break down this match because there is a lot of very, very interesting stuff here. So now let's delve into Marissa versus Manon, and there's a lot to be learned in this match. Out of the gate, we got whiff punishes. Big whiff, big punish. This is Manon's move that vacuums you in and leaves her plus on hit, and it's going to lead to a lot of weird blender situations. It's going to be very scary to deal with. We can see now a bunch of flitting around neutral trying to get hits. We see Marissa's target combos, multi-hitting normals. That's interesting. And now this. We have armor on not a drive impact. So yes, drive impact, we've talked about it to death, and yes, has two hits of armor, all that kind of stuff. But we're seeing armor on a move by itself. This is actually quite rare, at least in Street Fighter 6. We all knew Marissa was going to be the super armor character, so it's not a shock in any way, but just it's nice to see armor on a move that's not drive impact. Now, going up next, we see a pretty wild move from Manon. It might just be her sweep, but look at the range on this. That's... You're gonna get got by that for sure. That's pretty wild and pretty fast for what it is. Now, going back to that drive impact armor. So we have Marissa land the drive impact, and we get an idea of a combo. So it looks like a charged normal into a charged version of her special, the Gladius Punch. And it looks like if you charge the special, you get that little extra animatic, and we do know that's the one that can apparently break armor as well. So after here, we have the drive rush into a charged heavy kick, I'm assuming, into her overhead. Another target combo, which does catch the enemy, mashing, which means there is a gap. So if you like invincible reversal through it, then you definitely could catch her. And then another drive rush forward into her guard stance. And this whole sequence is really cool. So Manon wakes up with a button, but since Marissa's in the guard stance, she can armor through it, bops her, which still leaves her in the stance, and then from the stance goes directly into the command grab. And yes, this is a command grab, we have since learned, although you can only do it from the stance. Seeing the slowdown, the KO, the big impact, it's really, really satisfying. And we get to see a really cool win pose out of Marissa here, just kind of blowing a bit of a kiss, and apparently asking your corpse for a fist bump, it would seem. Going into the next round, we also get more information here. So one of the first things kind of out of the gate is we can see Marissa doing what I'm assuming is her charged version of her stand heavy punch. And a couple things to note here. One, it does seem to leave her very slightly plus on block, which is good. That means more offense for a slow move. And also it does a lot of drive gauge damage. Not as much as the Blanka Ball as we discussed earlier, but then again, also doesn't put you quite full screen like Blanka Ball, right? It does about 80% of a bar. So you can't exactly keep blocking too many of these in a row. Like, it is plus, but if you keep letting her do this, you're gonna run out of gas, right? So you're gonna have to make a choice at some point. And sure enough, we get a perfect parry out of Manon here. Goes for the plus vacuum move, forces the mix, gets the grab, and now her metal level is going up, meaning her grabs are starting to get better. And over the course of this match, you're gonna see a bit of that metal level steamroll as well. The more and more it builds, the scarier it gets. So right here, we get a neutral jump into a whiff punish, into a drive rush to extend the combo, and we see her hit grabs, so the kind of grab that combos on hit. And this also raises her metal level, so it's not just the base grab itself. There's multiple moves that raise that level. And to close out, a bad jump from Marissa leads to getting anti-aired with the EX into level 2 super, Swan Lake kick, and that's it, that's all. And we also see a perfect KO animation. Mano showing off her ballerina skills, basically doing the big twirls into a nice little bow. Definitely very stylish. Round 3 opens and very interesting stuff right out of the gate. So drive rush into attack and no dice. So Manon goes for her EX hit grab, and as you can see there at the very start, it looks like it's strike invincible. So Having invincible moves, definitely very, very good. And also, you might notice the animation is a bit different because she's at 3 medals now. And as we went over in an older video, for Manon, when the medal levels go up, not only do the throws do more damage, the animations also start changing. After the knockdown, drive rush directly into the command grab, which building the medal level yet again. Now she's at 5 medals. And look how much damage it's starting to do. That's a lot. And following directly up from this right here. So Manon gets another hit in from the drive impact and goes for a combo and will yet again end with the hit grab, now level 5. And look, the animation again is completely different, which I'm a big fan of because it's a good visual tell, right? It's more than just number go up. I think it's just good game design, honestly. And speaking of good game design, Marissa's level 3 super, oh my god, I love it. So she's just like standing over you like a god, and no fuss, no flash, no garbage, just one mega big punch and you're smashed against the wall. Also, quite literally in this case, when this super started, Marissa was in the player 1 corner, and by the time it's over, the opponent is in the player 2 corner. So this automatically corners your opponent very strong. And from here, it just spirals out of control. So we get the wall bounce into a combo. So it appears to be a charged heavy kick into EX Superman Punch, which tumbles down, wall bounces, and we get a follow-up from there. And then empty goes into guard stance after a block, and then goes immediately into the grab and wins the game. Now, the crazy thing about this whole scenario here is just how wickedly fast it is. I assumed because her grab was from the guard stance only, like it'd be slower, like you could react or you could see it or whatever. No, man. Like you do not really have time to perceive what is happening. I'm sure it won't be exactly frame-wise as fast as, say, spinning pile driver, but it could only be a few frames slower, really. Like, you only have time enough to perceive that gold flash from entering guard stance, and by the time you already notice that, you're already grabbed. I'm sure spinning pile driver will be much scarier in the end, but for what it is, man, you're gonna have to watch out. This looks pretty legit. This match was a really good example of Manon building up her medal meter and just a lot of the options Marissa has available to her. For me personally, Marissa, I get more excited every single day. And that is the breakdown. So there is other matches. If you saw the original video, and I'll do another HD remaster of those as well if Capcom posts the footage. But otherwise, I don't want to risk more copyright strikes on my channel because that really sucks. But yeah, so that is the footage. It's great stuff. If you already watched the video, the original one, you saw this one again, thank you so much. It's really appreciated. And otherwise, well, this is the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.
Yeah.